Trans-Europales is a network of centers initiated by citizens and artists. It is a moment and a place where to share our different way to find a different way to live together. And the history of Trans-Europales and that of this place where we are, Rojc, is a shared history, because in a certain way is also thanks to the negotiation of Trans-Europales that this place, that Rojc Alliance, could obtain the keys of the only common space of this big, enormous place to start a common project, and in this way this place was recognized as an European cultural center that now is one, I could say, or it can be one of the most important community centers in Europe and for sure in the Balkans.
The main topic of all the meeting is sharing and communities. So the main question is how we create conditions for people to come together and to develop common actions together, and what we can do together actually. So these are the simplest questions, but they are basic ones, and we can use various tools for that. And the role of arts and culture is essential here, because that's exactly create a possibility for people to spend time longer, to start to trust each other and to develop some things together.
Highest importance in Europe in the moment, because what we don't have in Europe is a serious network of culture and cultural activists. That we have many, how to say, networks on a different level, like for example this TEH, which is or was once given birth to in terms of thinking about the social cultural centers. But here in Pula, I felt that also the TEH conferences are moving a little bit out of the classic cultural center, which is, I think, very important.
I find it extremely important to have a meeting like this. And then again, it's almost kind of frustrating that we are so many, everybody's really interesting, passionate, and we don't have the time to sort of get down to brass tacks, to the actual sort of concrete questions, strategy, solutions. And I think this project will be a great tool to amend that. But this is my first year at the TEH, and it's amazing. And Rojc, this is the best place I've seen, I think. It's lovely. So I'm very happy with the whole...
The subject for this conference in particular, it's so important because personally, I feel the relevance of art is how it affects and brings together people and communities and coagulates and generates change. So the workshops were in the same line of ideas and values, which I think is very helpful. And even if we didn't, let's say, find solutions for all the huge problems we're facing, it's a lot of food for thought that probably we're gonna all take back home and work on them. So it was a lot of inspiration just by sharing the space with so many different people from different countries, different realities, but which share the same needs and values.
I think such conferences are very important for exchange of our knowledge, also for learning new skills, new methods, because on one place you really have a wide, big pool of new knowledge, new tools, new life experiences, new personal experiences. And all of this is very important that we feel and that we knew that we are not alone, and this is important. And at least once a year you need a new energizer. You need to feel your community, and such a space and such a place, especially this time in Pula, it was really great. It was completely professional, and but also you feel that this is like one big educational lounge bar.
This conference has been amazing because there have been so many people here from so many different organisations from across the whole of Europe, and actually being based in London, it's sometimes harder to reach other maybe Balkan areas and other parts of mainland Europe, so it's been really fantastic to be able to connect and network with those people.
Very important thing for this conference is that it brings together practitioners in their field, and we practitioners usually have very practical questions and problems we face, and we want to solve them. So we start sharing the recipes and methods how to do that, and that's the most important thing. It's not only about creating some abstract visions, it's about being very precise what we want to do in our small communities, and then how we can connect these communities together. So it's about building some interlocalities, to bring localities together, you know.
These moments are fundamental because since we do different things in different ways, in different places, everywhere in Europe, we need to meet to share this experience, and through this we give and we take from the other, and in this way we bring home something new, and maybe this moment in this particular time of Europe are crucial and could be maybe historical moment for Europe, because this sort of avant-garde of a big movement that is born in Europe can have a role in the political future of Europe.
If you want to meet people with a relevant impact on their communities in terms of off-culture, you will find them only here. I mean, in TEH conference currently. Maybe that will change. I mean, I hope it will change a little bit, because we need a little bit more than just TEH. I mean, it needs something more. It needs something trying to lobby cultural ideas all over Europe a little bit, beyond the idea of social culture centers.
It's great to be even in these type of buildings, because you get the feeling of the local culture as well, and the organization was amazing, so you could actually just focus on the people around you, and sometimes the walls have words to tell you, and I think what happens here in Rojc is so important and can be a symbol for other communities and an example for both authorities and people of how they should work together.
It was very inspiring and very successful. I like such conferences because they give me opportunity that I meet colleagues and friends at least one per year, 2 times. And I learned new things, new methods. I had opportunity to broaden my network and also to get new experiences.
I don't know if really we are part of a sector, of a cultural sector. This is a way in which, you know, institutions, political authorities or functionary of Europe thinks that they can manage something, we can understand what we are, there is something manageable, you know. But I don't think it's true. Maybe we are not really a sector, we are just place strange that born in our cities where people try to find new way to live together. And so if we are the sector of difference, maybe, I don't know.
It's beautiful. I mean, the size, the people, the diversity of activities. And what I think is specifically interesting also for the topic of my workshop is the idea of a shared ownership. That you have a management body that includes the municipality and the users. And I think that's very interesting forms how we conceive in the future to deal with this things that have to be open for everyone, serve the community, and are not for profit.
It's my first time in Croatia actually, and I really enjoyed it, and everyone has been so friendly and everyone's been really generous with their time and getting involved in the research, which has been fantastic.
You also tape something?
I am. I'm doing some videos. We're doing little short interviews on video for just asking 2 questions about business models, and then these will actually go up onto the website for everybody to use and see.
We love Croatia in general, the feeling, and being here in Pula, I think it was also very special.
I'm in love with this city because it's a small one, keeping in mind the population. It's also multi-layered. You see a lot of layers of history here. But when you come here in the Rojc center, you see such a big concentration of cultural events and cultural initiatives here, and you have this amazing inner yard. So it's really, it's a heart of the city, I would say, like a soul of the city. Of course, for us, especially because we come here day by day to the conference, and it's an attraction point. But it's really amazing, amazing case, I think, this center.
We have the annual report that made the office of Trans-Europales, and then you see that our network is growing. We are quite 80 members in 33, I think, different countries. We are, and every member, every center involve thousands of persons. Not only in big events, but in the everyday life. As Rojc, thousands of persons come here every week. If you think this in so many places in Europe, it's a big community.